Y'all come in, sit down, and shut the door. Things just went from bad to worse to the bottom of the barrel for Diddy. And baby, we love to see it. Y'all, Revolt TV, the one thing that Diddy had in his empire, the one thing that made him relevant, the one thing that kept Young Miami by his side has just been snatched out from under him. Revolt TV said he is a bad looking baby. He is stepping down as chairman. Now, why is that? Y'all, they are saying that there are lawsuits being bought up through Revolt TV. And there have been complaints internally. And they forced Diddy to step aside. Because if any of these claims are true, it can mean the end of the network. So they told Diddy last week, you got to step aside. Now, Diddy's trying to make it seem like, again, this is all speculation. Diddy's trying to make it seem like it was his choice. Baby, it wasn't your choice. What? Between the choice of push or jump, right? He got pushed, kicked, and thrown over the side. Y'all, we got to get into this, but also, remember we talked a little while ago about how people were saying that, boo-hoo, Puffy's sad, the poor muncher's sad, because he can't have any more freak-offs. Y'all, they are trying to say that. Just as early as 3 days ago, Miami posted a touching tribute to Diddy. She was saying, which one of your hits is your best? Basically, she was throwing subliminals at Diddy, letting him know that she got him. But baby, you only said that when you thought that was your boss, when you thought he was the one that was separating you between the bag. We're going to get into her post where she basically was like, baby, don't worry, daddy. I got you, daddy. I'll hold a brick for you, daddy. Even put up the video when Christian was dancing in the back just to let him know, baby, these songs are dedicated to you. But baby, everybody said things have changed. Things have change. Young Miami now sees that Diddy ain't holding any keys to anybody's kingdom. Diddy's whole lifestyle, his whole way of doing things, everything has crumbled around him. Y'all, let's get into Revolt and these new accusations that Revolt is trying to sort through. Now, just to let y'all know, what was the latest thing before this? Y'all know he's basically banned from the Grammys. He was nominated for the first time in his life. He was nominated for a Grammy. After a career of terrorizing everybody, according to Cassie and Capricorn Clark, in the industry, he was nominated for his first ever Grammy, and now he is basically banned because it's a bad look. He's a bad look. What is done in the dark, it might take 10, 11, 20 years, but baby, the light is shining down on it. Let it turn on the light and shine on me, shine on me, shine. Okay, fine. But all jokes aside, the reason they're getting around the ban is they are actually saying, well, no, because listen, Puffy hasn't been convicted of anything. Everything we hear is pure speculation. Nothing has been verified, not even by Cassie outside of that 35-page complaint. But y'all know me. The streets are talking, and I'm bringing it to you. So what happened with the Grammys? Let me run you through it really quick before we get into this Revolt thing. The Grammys were like, yo, he's a bad look. But since he hasn't been convicted of anything and it's just accusations and all Grammy nominees are invited, they've been trying to get a way out of inviting him without getting sued. Because you know Puffy's broke right now or about to be broke, in my opinion. So they're going to they were like, how can we get out of it? Well, they got an ingenious plan. They said, no. Maybe you're invited. Maybe. We have to review it, right? However, the other publicists don't want you there because nobody wants to sit by you. And if nobody wants to sit by you, well, we can't have you on the floor, can we? The once big Diddy is now out. De Leon already said, baby, we don't want you representing the company at all. At all. And the word on the street is going to force him to sell his shares. Now let's get into Revolt and their statement, because that to me was the most interesting. And this is what tipped off legal people into saying that, baby, you might not have any leeway. Because again, you are getting sued. Well, not sued, but there's accusations of what Puffy did within Revolt that they have to operate with operate and also investigate what due diligence or Revolt's going to get shut down. Okay, now get this. I'm going to read you Revolt's statement in a minute, but let's see what TMZ had to say. Diddy steps aside as chairman of Revolt in a temporary move. He wants us to think that this is temporary. Revolt is making him step inside because there have been complaints about Diddy, and they need to take him away as a CEO until they find out whether these complaints and these accusations are true. Diddy isn't about to let issues in his personal life take down the success of his professional life, making the difficult decision to temporarily step aside as his role as chairman at Revolt. Sources with direct knowledge tell TMZ Diddy decided last week. Sure you did, sweetie. Diddy decided he'd make the temporary move. We're told his goal in making the decision was to not allow the accusations he's facing distract from Revolt's mission and success. First of all, the accusations he's facing within the Revolt network are outside. And second of all, we all know that these type of trials can drag on for years. So unless he settles out, what is it really temporary? If you've been gone 1, 2, 3 years, and if you try to come back after 4, they're going to be like, no, you don't even know how to run this thing anymore. Revolt is currently celebrating its 10-year anniversary and doing well under the leadership of CEO Datavio Samuels and Chief Brand Officer Dion Graham. We're told Diddy is not involved in the company's day-to-day. They had to put that out there because they are saying that the same way Diddy ran Bad Boy, the same way Diddy ran Bad Boy Records, the same way Diddy ran everything he did, baby, they're saying he did the same thing in Revolve. And now they need to get the stench of Diddy's doings out of the company. Now, it is unclear whether these new accusers are men or women. It is unclear what the claims are. However, sources are saying that from the outside looking in, this 100% sounds like people within the organization made accusations against Diddy and an investigation needs to be conducted. And they are removing Diddy, or maybe Diddy's telling the truth and he stepped aside to make sure there is no liability. Now, I know some of you guys might be like, that's impossible. The Survivors Act, which was that a temporary pause, a statute of limitations, the Survivors Act actually lifted, okay? And it expired. And that's what Cassie was using, okay? However, it is important to note that that only counts for things that were outside of the statute of limitations. However, there are things that Diddy has done that people have issued and allegedly have complained about that are inside the statute of limitations. And if they are, they will be treated and persecuted accordingly. But let's get back into this because sometimes you just have to laugh. They said there have been 2 additional lawsuits. Again, lawsuits are a court. When you do accusations, there needs to be an internal review. Sometimes you bring the EEOC. It hasn't gotten to the level of court, the things that have been accused in Revolve. Anyway, Diddy, for the record, says the claims involving the alleged misconduct against Diddy from over 30 years ago and filed at the last minute. Okay. It don't matter whether they filed it a year ago or the last minute, who cares, are all completely denied and rejected by him. He recognizes this as a money grab. Because Diddy's fame and success, he's an easy target for accusers who will falsify the truth without conscience or consequence for financial benefit. Damn, that don't sound like Diddy's whole life. Anyway, let's read Revolve's statement because this is really juicy. Where are you, Revolve? Grab those statements for y'all. Y'all, and also people are saying Carisha is scrambling. How things change. I think she thought yeah, things are bad for Diddy, but he still run Revolt. He still do this. He still do that. Diddy, they said, has not really been in contact with Carisha because he is spinning out of control and he really doesn't know what's next, right? So Carisha actually posted something on her Instagram to get a message through the Diddy and to the world that she's sticking by him. But baby Carisha, you are a city girl and unless it's love, Diddy is about to have nothing to show you. You saw, she posted this 3 days ago, okay? And when she posted it, let me just show y'all what Carisha posted real quick. When she posted 3 days ago, she literally had a compilation of her favorite songs, talking about which one is your favorite Young Miami. Now, I'm not going to go into every song, but the gist of all those songs is the fact that she's standing by her man. You know what other girls scared to do, baby. She do it. She talking about her grip, right? The guap guap 3000. She talking about this. She talking about that. All right, girl, right? However, this is the interesting thing when it comes to it, okay? Because riddle me this, Batman. She literally there's pictures of Sean Combs in the background. I'm not Sean, sorry, Christian Combs, talking about your favorite Young Miami feature, okay? They also said, where's I'll never snitch on you, daddy. I'll hold a brick for you, daddy. You know that verse is iconic, Carisha. So anyway, this was 3 days ago. But here's the interesting thing that actually happened. Once it was announced, well, not once, but once it was known in the industry that Diddy was no longer going to be involved in Revolt at all and was going to have to step down, once it was clear that Diddy lost all his power, y'all, tell me why. Now, don't get me wrong, that post is still up, right? But tell me why Young Miami has been selling everything she has for 15% off, 60% off, no coupon required. She said, y'all asked, I answered, discounted the whole site. For real, for real, for real. Enjoy. Y'all, the whole site is 60% off. She did it for Cyber Monday, but it is permanent and there's no coupon required. She is now liquidating all business that she has with Diddy. That Carisha Roulette was a partnership with Diddy, right? The pajamas, everything that she has, you know the way Diddy is. He got his fingers in it. She now sees the ship, this is what people are saying, okay, it's speculation, going down. And even after Diddy is no longer her boss, now Carisha's like, wait, how can you help me? At this point, Diddy has even turned into a liability for Carisha. And it looks like she is distancing herself ASAP. Now, Revolt didn't waste no time at all. Revolt didn't waste any time at all posting their special message for all the Diddy aficionados. Aficionados, am I saying that right? In the house. Y'all, let's get into what Revolt actually says. They said, oh, Diddy, this is just embarrassment. They said Sean Combs has stepped down from his position as chairman of Revolt. Again, people are saying it was not Diddy's choice. While Diddy has previously had no operation or day-to-day role in the business. Again, they wanted to say that because if anybody that is thinking about pressing charges, okay, and suing Revolt as part of Diddy's effort, because I'm telling you, their legal scholars are saying that there has to be other allegations that have not made it. Okay, I cannot stress enough, have not made it to the level of lawsuit. Let's not forget, he was locked in a bitter battle with Cassie for some time before she finally went public and filed. So just what you see in the court, that doesn't mean that's all that's coming. The fact that they need to distance himself and say that he has no operation or day-to-day role in the business, that means that they are trying to say that if you try to sue Revolt TV like the way Cassie did Diddy, Bad Boy Records, Bad Boy Media, and Sony, ain't no money here because we don't have any liability. There is something called employer-employee vicarious liability. If someone is an agent or presents themselves as an agent, then they have either constructive, actual, or implicit notice. And also, let me skip through all the stuff. Basically, they gonna pay like Rob Kardashian ways. Okay, but let's get back into their little statement, shall we? Where y'all at? They said, while Mr. Combs, it's a government name, has previously had no operation or day-to-day role in the business, this decision helps to ensure that Revolt remains steadfastly focused on our mission to create meaningful content for the culture and amplify the voices of all Black people throughout this country and the African diaspora. Okay. All right. They said, our focus has always been one that reflects our commitment to the collective journey of Revolt, one that is not driven by any individual, but by the shared efforts and values of our entire team on behalf of advancing, elevating, championing our culture. And that continues. Baby, tell me you broke, lost all your... So let me get this straight. You don't got Daily On anymore. Macy's dropped Sean John. You literally got kicked out of Revolt. And Revolt is like, we don't know him. Like, true, he was around, but we just thought he was visiting Carisha. He didn't have any power, right? Who else? Revolt. Who am I forgetting? So, listen, the Carisha, please forget about the Grammys. The Grammys banned you. You can't even... First time you ever been nominated for a Grammy, and now you're banned? Y'all, this is not a good week for Diddy, but y'all, I love that for him. I love that from him. You guys, listen, this is going to be a heavy upload day. Have a couple of good videos coming out. I'll see y'all later. Let me get back to work. Bye.